Can you imagine living without your hands, your eyes, or even your heart? Sounds impossible, right? Well, as crazy as you might think it is, there are some amazing people that have been able to survive while missing a few key body parts. These awesome people have not allowed it to get in the way of having fun or chasing their dreams. So let's introduce you to 10 of the most unusual people with missing body parts. Before we dive into this list, make sure to leave a like on this video. Also, if you would like to join this month's Star 5 giveaway of a brand new iPhone 15, then all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 10. Cassidy Hooper. Cassidy Hooper is a rare and extraordinary young girl born without eyes or a nose. Now, anyone would think that it would be impossible to live without these important body parts, but that hasn't stopped Cassidy. When she was 11 years old, the world was shocked to discover that she was engaged in a lot of events. She ran track in high school, worked as an usher at concerts, and generally took the bus from Grosvenor Moorhead School for the Blind to her home without any assistance. Even more incredible is the fact that she went all the way to get her Associate of Arts degree at a community college. Cassidy is a classic case of defying the odds and achieving your dreams. And she didn't let the series of reconstructive surgeries stop her from achieving this. Number 9. Bethany Hamilton. Bethany Hamilton's story is one of the greatest ones about courage and determination, even when it seems like your dreams are far out of reach. Bethany's life changed forever when she was 13 and having fun surfing the waves. However, a shark came out of nowhere and proceeded to sink its sharp teeth deep into her flesh. She was rescued successfully, but not without losing her left arm. Now, this tragedy would make anyone never go near the ocean again, but not Bethany, who refused to allow this to stop her from achieving her surfing dreams. She modified her style and went on to compete at the highest level as a professional surfer. One of her greatest achievements was finishing third in the Fiji Women's Pro in 2016, defeating some of the world's best surfers to achieve this spot. At number 8, Craig Lewis. Craig Lewis is a heartless man. Literally. As impossible as it sounds to survive without a heart, Craig did this for a few weeks. He was admitted into the Texas Heart Institute due to a very rare disease known as amyloidosis. Reported to be present in less than 10 million people worldwide, this disease leads to a buildup of a sticky layer of protein around the kidney, heart, and liver. So when Craig's heart failed, even a pacemaker couldn't help. And finally, the doctors at the institute came up with a device that could pump blood around the body without a heartbeat. At first, they tested it on an 8-month-old calf, and when they felt it was safe enough, it was time to move to humans. Of course, Craig was their chosen first subject, as his heart was so bad, doctors said he only had 12 hours to live. The surgery was successful, and Craig enjoyed another 3 weeks on Earth before he sadly died due to the severe state of the disease. At number 7, Ezra Fresh. Ezra Fresh was born with a severe physical defect, which includes a missing knee and a fibula on his left leg, while only having one finger on his left hand. However, despite his disability, Ezra has always had a keen interest in sports, and nothing was going to stop him. All it took was the unwavering support of his family and a huge dose of determination to get Ezra to move through life with optimism. He co-founded Angel City Sports, an organization offering adaptive sports communities to those with disabilities. Today, this 18-year-old sports Paralympian is set to take the world by storm by participating and winning the Paralympics as an athlete. He's right on track to motivate many people to embrace their differences and aspire for greatness. Number 6, Tina Earls. Tina's journey into the unknown started with a little sore on her nose in 2012. Every time she turned her head to the left, she would experience numbness and persistent itching. At first, it felt like this would only last a little while, but it only worsened until the doctor finally told her in October of 2013 that she had an infected hair follicle. This was treated and Tina Earls was back again in January 2014 with a lump on the side of her nose that wouldn't stop growing. It was then that she was told by a specialist that she had cancer. This was devastating, especially for a woman who was worried about how her children would live without her. She opted for a partial rhinotomy and lost parts of her nose. After several more surgeries and cancer treatments, Tina was finally declared cancer-free, but with a high chance of the cancer returning. Rather than wait for more surgery, she decided to have her nose fully removed to reduce the risks completely. So far, this hasn't looked like a bad choice, as Tina is healthy and happy with her children. Number 5. Kyle Maynard. Kyle Maynard is the picture of resilience. A young man born without arms or legs, but refuses to allow this to stop him from undertaking some of the most physical tasks ever. Kyle has always been in love with wrestling, and he started his training at an early age. Despite more than 30 consecutive losses, he never left the mat and continued to adjust his wrestling style until he finally got that victory. However, that was only the beginning. Kyle and his stumps are set to climb to the highest peak in Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro. Of course, this will be more than double the challenge, but Kyle wants to inspire people with every step to pursue their own dreams, no matter how difficult they may seem. Number 4. Nick Vujicic. Nick is another super special young man born without arms or legs due to a rare congenital disease known as tetra amelia syndrome. Unfortunately, Nick knows what it's like to be the subject of heavy bullying, so much so that he reached a breaking point and attempted suicide by trying to drown in a bathtub. However, things changed drastically by the time he turned 13 and realized a newfound purpose. He learned how to use his toes to type at about 43 words per minute, more than the average typist with hands. He also loves to share his story to as many people as he can, with the hope that this would inspire someone. Even more amazing is his love for swimming. Nick learned how to swim, surf, and even skydive. It takes a lot to do this with his physical limitations. Still, he shows that nothing is impossible. Number 3. Christian Buchanan. Before you notice that Christian Buchanan has no eyes, you'd probably be mesmerized by his contagious laughter and interestingly funny jokes. When he's not trying to make others laugh, this little boy is playing with his brother. However, a rare malformation known as Tessier facial cleft with microphthalia make Christian a little different from the typical child. This condition is so rare that there are only 60 known cases in medical history. So far, he's had to undergo more than 5 reconstructive surgeries to correct some aspects of his special deformity. However, that also means being dependent on a feeding tube. Still, Christian is full of life. He loves karate and learned to play the violin. With the love he gets from his family, Christian believes that this is more than enough to get through life stronger than ever. At number 2, Jackson Buell. Jackson Buell was an amazing boy that spread love everywhere he went. He was born with a rare disease known as microhydranencephaly, which means parts of his brain and skull were missing. Every part of the brain plays a role in the overall body development and function. So this meant that some key functions were not possible in Jackson's body. Knowing how critical this was, the doctors believed that he wouldn't survive more than a few days, but Jackson broke every prediction. He lived to be 5 years old, and it was a happy life with toys and his family. And at number 1, Archie Innes. Archie Innes was born with a rare genetic condition called anophthalmia. This meant that he had no eyes and a mild to moderate hearing loss. Yep, absolutely no eyeballs in their sockets. But you'll be shocked at how this condition hasn't stopped Archie from doing most of the things that he loves. This awesome kid learned to do a lot of things that would require vision, including riding his bike, playing drums, or even climbing rocks. But how does he do this? Well, it's all thanks to a technique of echolocation, just like bats do. It's a series of clicks. This isn't an easy skill to learn, but Archie was able to master how to use sound waves to see his surroundings. That helps him to move around as unaided as possible. Cool, right? And that wraps up today's video. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Thanks for watching.